What's up, everybody? TonyPizzaGuy here, back again with another video, and this is a TEW for beginners video. This is kind of to show you how to navigate TEW 2020 and kind of get into the game and do the things that you want to do with TEW and TEW 2020. Now, there are some other things that you can go in and kind of explore and figure out for yourself, so I'm not going to go into everything here, but I'll kind of give you a gist of things and go into it. If you guys enjoy this, if you find this helpful, let me know in the comment section below and smash that like button. So for TEW, most of the people want to play a real world mod, something that is current or past, or something that is going on, in wrestling that is relevant, because they have the Cornellverse, which is their own characters and things like that. And most people don't want to use that. They want to use real wrestlers and real things like that to do their stuff. Now, I'm not going to show you really how to install a mod because they have a nice little tutorial right here. If you click install a mod, it will tell you how to make a mod, install it step by step right here. And I think that's probably the easiest way to go about it, as they have everything right here. So you don't really need to know anything like that. Again, you can just figure it out on your own and do it there. So that's pretty much the best way to do it. So check out that if you have trouble installing a mod. But I did want to go over here. Okay, I wanted to go over here for a second because I wanted to show you where I usually go to get my mods, is TEWDB.com. Now, there's a lot of other places to go. I'm not actually sponsored by them at all. I just thought this is really cool, and that's the best thing to do. I usually come back here every day because they always have the patches. So if you need to download and install the new patch, they show you all the fixes, what's new. You can just get the recent patch here. I think it's like the easiest spot for it all. Yeah, so I'll link that in the description as well. And then when you go to downloads and you can go to TEW 2020 mods, you can actually see all the mods that there are here. And there's a lot of them to download. There's a fantasy mod here, which is War of the Immortals, which is a very, very cool fantasy one. This one is basically taking all of the eras of professional wrestling and putting them together. And then it's like the best of each era. I haven't actually played this one, but I want to play it. It looks really sick. I definitely got to check that one out. But we also do have the 2020 real world mods. And my honest favorite out of this, probably because it was one of the first ones that was done, was the Killing the Business one, if you want to play a current modern day one. And I really do like this. You have WWE, NXT, AEW, Impact, ROH, MLW, NWA, WWE, PWG, GCW. I think you have NXT UK here. Yeah, Progress, RPW. There's a bunch of cool things here. And I think that's just probably my favorite one. So you can download that one right there, clicking the download, and then you can get the graphics as well. And then there's some of the graphics to look at that. So that's kind of my favorite mod if you want to do like a modern current day save. Again, it's up to you what you want to do, but this one I do like. So you can go ahead and browse through some of these mods. I just wanted to show off, the TEW database and show you kind of how these work and what some of the mods are. So I guess what we should do is probably look at the Killing the Business, and I'll kind of navigate you through there. Okay, so we are going to go take a look at the Killing the Business and kind of show you how to navigate there. So if you're starting out, you have your database installed. We'll pick the database we want. We have the Killing the Business one. Use this database. Cool. And then we're going to create a new save here. And some things I will show you here that you can actually tweak it to make it fit you. There are no errors, which is a good thing. We'll just call this video because I'm not really going to save this one. Video as we go here. There's a lot of things you can do when you're first starting out TEW, and this is kind of where you tweak it to how you want to play the game, and make it kind of your way to play it. There's no right way to play this. If you want to cheat and add more money, if you want to do all kinds of crazy stuff, you can definitely do that. That is definitely up to you if you want to do that. One of the fun things is to play with friends on Parsec, and then you can just do like 8 players, up to 8 players, and then let them play their game. That's pretty neat, I think. As we go into here, here's Killing the Business. Pretty fun little mod. I like it. One of the things that I will tell you here is if you go into preferences, This is kind of how you can tweak it how you want. Standard has all these things checked. So small roster penalty, repetitive booking penalty, crowd management, gimmick effects, owner goals, all this stuff. I like to play the EWR throwback because literally it's just a fun time to do it. It's like a really fun thing. I mean, I think that's really cool. So this kind of gives you that option to do, play it as you want. And then kind of just have fun with it as it goes along. Now, again, as I say, you can have it be whatever you want. If you want it to be sandbox, I mean, that's pretty much however you want to play it. I like the EWR throwback, but again, that's just me. You can tweak it however you feel fit and whatever you want to do, and change some of these things. So I just really like this one. So we'll keep it on that. When you're getting into this, you can decide how you want to do this. These are just random people here. Sometimes they have this dude. I remember this dude. My wife watched this show. I forgot what Jane the Virgin. Is that the dude from Jane the Virgin? What the heck? What is he doing here? Anyway, click on avatar only. This is where you can get literally anybody and everybody currently that you want to use as this. I mean, if I was going to go, hey, maybe I should run as Eric Bischoff. That'd be kind of cool. See what he's doing these days. Or if I want to go, let's say, Tony Khan and run AEW. We could definitely do that. Or we could do Vince McMahon in the WWE. I mean, we could go with Shane McMahon and do something different. See what Shane's up to. There's all kinds of things you could do and make it fun. For this, we'll probably just go Shane McMahon. The first thing you want to do is go to user talents. Definitely do want to do that. This is kind of where you decide how you want them to be played out here. Negotiation, motivating, creativity, leadership, and diplomacy, and silver tongue. You can just go through all these and kind of tweak it how you want. Chaotic genius, you have bad negotiation skills, but your creativity is pretty good. I guess starting out, what I would recommend if you're like doing a first one, I would just do jack of all trades, because then it just starts there. So let's go with jack of all trades. Make sure you hit apply. There you go. Jack of all trades is currently there. So let's go ahead and play as this character. All right. Now we have Shane McMahon here. Shane O'Mac. This is where you decide what you want to do. Okay. So first and foremost, you can just look at all the companies, see who's on the roster, and decide how you want to do this, right? Oh, do I want to be a part of one of these companies or do I not? One thing you can do is you can play as the owner, and the owner will be able to do anything and everything, and there's no limits to that besides your money, pretty much. But when you get into play as a booker, you have owner goals that you have to complete as that. If you start as unemployed, which I recently did on my save, you kind of just play it out and see how this plays. And then you can decide if you want to be a booker for a company or start your own company and try and get some talent there. So for this example, I'm just going to choose All Elite Wrestling. Okay, I'm Shane McMahon, All Elite Wrestling. I don't know why. Probably because it's just like rank number 3rd. With WWE, you can do that. And then you have like NXT is part of the WWE Universe Alliance. So basically, how this works, if you're NXT or NXT UK, your talent could get called up to WWE main roster, which is kind of annoying because, like, Finn Balor, Triple H, Shawn Michaels, Ciampa, all those guys usually get called up. All these major stars would get called up, and that kind of stinks there. Also, you have to have some of WWE goals where WWE will say you can only spend X amount of dollars on talent, and we can't allow you to give a certain amount for merchandise and stuff like that. So that's kind of a bummer there. Let's just go with AEW right now. We're going to play as owner because I think this is the most fun because you don't have any of those goals or anything. You can just kind of build a promotion around how you want to do it. So play as owner. And there we go. Shane McMahon, AEW, week 1. There you go. So basically, you're into it. Here's where you want to do first. First thing that you want to do is you want to go in here and you will probably want to take a look at your roster and decide what you want for everything. A good place to start, I guess, for me that I really liked was go to announcers and kind of decide, okay, do I like this announced team? They got adequate experience, you know, but do I want to move Taz around? Do I want to move Excalibur around? Do I want to keep Tony there? It's kind of up to you to decide what you want to do on all of this. But as you see, we'll probably keep it as it is. Over here is a nice little notebook pencil thing that you can always write notes. I want to get Jungle Boy more popular. So there you go. If you have any storylines, Jericho should fight Cody at next PPV. There you go. That's just kind of something in case you ever want to come back. What was I doing before I left? Oh, there it was. Okay, now I know what's going on there. Another good place to start here, since you just looked at your announcers. That's cool. If you want to do that, you can do that. Is your product. You can kind of tell what kind of product you are. And this tells you designed to 18 to 30 wrestling nerd demographic. This is all about things that will play well, smart internet audience, good quality, entertaining characters, hot angles, all done for the sense of humor. So you can kind of tweak this as you want. Matches should be scripted. Maybe high risk moves are not allowed. That's not good. If you want face and heel divide to be enforced or not, if there's a weight limit on stuff, if stables are there, all that stuff. And then if you want to change your product base, there's all kinds of things you can do here. You can even search and just look at all kinds of stuff. The cool thing is to look here is to see kind of, okay, what's going to affect my show? Matches less than 10 minutes are not able to achieve world-class scores. So you're probably going to have over 10-minute matches. Lengthy matches will lose the audience, so you got to think about that. Fans will expect 60% matches, 40% angles on TV shows. Events will be 80% matches and 20% angles. So you have to kind of look at some of this. Death matches will be penalized, so you probably don't want to do death matches with that. And then, you can see if there's attendance levels, advertisers, all that stuff. You just kind of browse through here. And as we look here, unmasking wrestler have little significance. Angles that are primarily based on sex appeal have their overall rating limited. Deathmatch, there's all kinds of stuff here. So you just got to kind of see what fits for you and what you kind of want to run your promotion as. And then that's kind of an easy way to do that. Fans are put up by crazy bumps and stunt bumps in segments. So comedy-based gimmicks can be used by stars and major stars. So there you go. So we're not changing anything. So there you go. There's that for you starting off. Another fun thing to look at before you can go to the roster and kind of look at people as well. I'll show you how to navigate that. But teams is a good one. You can see, who's a part of the teams, which would be tag teams, Lucha Brothers, Best Friends, all that stuff. Unit would be that they are affected based on their unit. Permanent unit is like always a tag team. Individuals mean that they're like, well, where's individuals? Is there an individual one here? Oh, yeah, individuals would be the Gun Club, I guess, where basically like they are singles wrestlers, but they're together in this team. And that's basically how that works out there. Permanent unit is like they're always a tag team. So Young Bucks, literally, they're 100% experienced. They'd probably be a great team to push right away as your tag team champions. So there's that. And then another one that you guys want to look at would be stables. And you can kind of modify the stable if you want and add people to it. Scorpio Sky, we're not going to do anything. You can modify that. You can add a logo here if you want to put a logo. Otherwise, it'll just stay with your promotion logo, the Monster Factory. There you go. And then you can tweak any of this as you want. Members, roles, leaders, whatever. All that stuff is there for you to tweak and up and down. And then you can add a new stable if you want. Create it, name it, add the members, do all that stuff. This is fun stuff when you get into it. This is real fun stuff when you get into it. I think it's just really good. News, and then you go over here to our creative, I guess, the office they call it. And this is where they kind of tell you what you kind of have to do. You have no storylines running. Give yourself some storylines. AEW needs to have at least 2 storylines with more than 50 heat to meet the demand of your fans. So this is where you kind of want to make sure you have storylines. A good place to start would be with the champions. Obviously, you guys aren't dumb. You know how wrestling works. So you could look at your titles and see, okay, we have the world champion, which would be Jon Moxley, and we have the women's, which would be Nyla Rose. So let's just create 2 storylines by clicking on that. Add storyline. Let's just add Jon Moxley and Chris Jericho. John. Let's just call this world title, and then we'll call this Mox. Jericho wants title. There you go. So that's the storyline. There's that. It has been started. Then we'll add another storyline, which should be women's. We'll go Nyla Rose. Hikaru Shida. There you go. Start the storyline. Now let's say you go with this. I do like this, but Jericho also has the inner circle, so we can add some workers here. Let's just go with Santana. I'm just going to do this. I'm not going to go through everybody, but Santana will be aligned with Chris Jericho, and he will be a supporting role. So what happens here is that if you use, let's say, Santana and Moxley at the same time, that would advance your storyline here, and it would help this storyline heat up. You can add as much people as you want or whatever. You could also add a worker. Let's say that we want to put Cody in the mix here, right? Add him as a major role. So Cody is not aligned with Moxley or Jericho. He's just a part of this 3-way storyline, and Santana is still aligned with Jericho. So you can go as deep as you want here and kind of make the storyline as you fit. One of the things I like to do here is like create a storyline, and if you know a guy's going to be leaving your company or joining your company, you can add them or remove them at any time by modifying your storyline. The best thing to do here, you can end a storyline here, but once you start a storyline, you should probably end it as the day goes on. Priscilla Kelly is here without any clients. That's a thing, so you got to kind of watch your managers. And then any other notes that you need here. I'm not even know why I'm doing this, but we will just do this. Wrestler and then manager Priscilla Kelly. So there you go. So if you go back, there will be. Another thing I noticed right off here when you go to your roster, there's some things you can do with some of this talent. Since nobody has debuted at the start here, you're pretty much free to do whatever you want. Let's go to Cody, right? Cody's going to use a legacy gimmick. And this is a regular family legacy gimmick. Well, if you want to prepare a gimmick change, you can definitely do that. You can actually go to get some inspiration and kind of look at all this stuff and see where you want to go. Let's go with Egomaniac. Use this gimmick, Swagger. And if you want, you can adjust this to your liking as you want. Let's just leave it in the middle and confirm the gimmick change. There you go. So Cody is an egomaniac. Set to change. And we will prepare to turn Cody. There you go. Working babyface, but preparing to turn heel. So we'll have to turn him in a match, which is very simple. You could just do it as you book your show. Let's actually get to our show, which I think Wednesday will be our show. As we go on here. We could look at some more shows, adding shows and stuff like that. I'm just going to go to simple show booking and stuff like that. And then we'll go from there and figure kind of how you want to do it. Next show. Again, this is just like a little simple beginner's guide to kind of give you a little taste of it. I mean, you guys can go in and tweak it and figure out how you want it when you get into it. But this is just kind of, okay, let's do it. Let's start our show here by clicking next. And we have AEW Dark. We can look at the absent workers. Awesome Kong is away filming, and DDP is not contracted to wrestle on B shows. Makes sense. There's no backstage incidents right now, so that's good. We'll go here. Some of the things you can do is you can, they have the expected attendance here. And you can go through all these venues and kind of figure out where you want to go and what happens when you pick. Oh, this has probably not want to go there because I'm only expecting to get 2,000, and that has 17,000. So there's a lot. Pick the best option. Cool. All right. So now that we got that, we can go over here and we can go ahead and start booking our show. For dark, I'm just going to do auto booker and I'm going to book the whole show, and I'll change it as I feel fit here. Bunny Brandy, I mean, this is a pretty decent dark one. Yeah, this is pretty decent dark. Angle with Jake Roberts, Anger with Pete Avalon and Colt Cabana. Colt Cabana, what are they even doing here? We don't know. Here we go. Colt says Peter sucks. Peter wants match. There you go. So there's the segment. You kind of just tie it in as however you feel. You can mess it with the segment lay. Entertainment, if it's already booked on that, that's probably fine. All the commentators, and then the road agents, you can choose whatever fits there. You can look at their stats and stuff to kind of see. If we go to Matt Hardy, I mean, let's see what his road agent is. Yeah, he's a really good road agent. As we look at psychology, experience, respect, reputation, so he will be a good road agent. If you want to advance a storyline or something, you could have this help out your world title thing, which I don't know why, but you can add that. Advance the storyline. There you go. Book the segment. And then we'll start our show here, and we'll see how this plays out. So then you just see how the matches perform. You go through it. Advance the segments. Get all the way through here. There's the storyline. Advance that one. And we go through here. And we finish the show and kind of see how this one did. This mod has AEW Dark filmed on the same day as Dynamite, so you got to book them both back to back. And then you see how it plays out. Our Peter Avalon Colt Cabana thing did a 52. Finished the show. And we will look at Absent Workers again. Awesome Kong. She is just filming right now. So then you got to do more here and get into the booking part. Booking analysis is a great place to start as well when you're booking your stuff. To look at their perception, which would be a major star all the way through well-known. Pretty much what you want to do is make sure you book the majority of these guys that are in well-known, you know. I mean, they're not all going to be mad, but there it is. Another thing to look at is people that haven't been used in a while, and then they're fatigued. If they're very fatigued, you might want to give them a night off or whatever. But if you don't book them here, make sure you book them on the next show. That might be a way to go. Basically, perception is kind of the best way to look at it, I'd say. And then go from there. So we're going to do a angle, and we're going to go with Cody. Brandy, this is what I'm going to do here, Brandy Rhodes. We're going to be rated on microphone just because, and we'll give him no script. Actually, we'll give him no script. Cody gets mad at Brandy. Says she is costing him matches. There you go. We'll make it a 10-minute segment because why not? The road agent for this could be Tully Blanchard. That'll be good. Everything else is good. Road agent notes. Turn. Cody. Cody's going to turn in this. Book the segment. There you go. Cody gets mad at Brandy, says she's costing him matches. So then we're going to add a match, which we'll just pick 2 random people. You know what I'm actually going to do? Yeah, let's go to matches. Let's do a match here real quick. So add a match, singles match. If you want to do any kinds of gimmick matches or whatever, just click that search button you can see here. And then if you go to search as well, you can switch all this up and figure it out. Can run for 10 minutes. Okay. So then you look at some of this stuff. I would like to do a overhead wires match, which is an Ultimate X match. Wires. 1v1v1. Okay. Then we'll put Cody in here just because He'll turn here. Frankie Kazarian's been in one. And Ray Phoenix would be cool as well. Okay. This is just whatever. If you want to change between face and heels, you can. If you want to look at their perception, you can click these on and off. Maybe I'll put Jericho in here instead of Ray Phoenix. Maybe I'll put Pac in here. There you go. Cody, Pac, Jericho. That's all heels, though. So that might not be the best. Yeah, let's put Hangman in here instead of Pac. Hey, Cody, Hangman, and Jericho. Let's save that one. Cool. Auto name it, just easy one. Road agent, you can pick pretty much whoever it is. We'll leave it as Taz. And then you can add some road agent notes. Now, this is pretty cool. We're going to have Cody go over because he's the heel. I do, however, think this should be an open match so that everybody looks good going into this match. Everyone gets roughly the same amount of offense. This is useful to match workers, different levels. Want to give impression that they are evenly matched. So if you have like somebody who's not on par with one of the guys, that would be good. They could probably call it in the ring based off of, you know, who they are. Maybe Adam Page might suffer, but we will see how that works. Decisive win, tainted win, cheap win. You can do all that stuff. There's a lot that goes into this. Interference, you could add some interference. Somebody interferes. Crazy bump, turn. You could turn Cody in this match if you wanted. Screw job, interference. At ringside, you could have some other people be a part of this. So Jericho, as I said, I had Santana, which we'll put Santana here. Where's he at? Santana, there you go. And we're actually going to continue the storyline. So we're going to advance the storyline here of the world title match because Jericho's in here. So we can have it advance the storyline. You don't always have to have like both people be a part of this if you're going to advance the storyline. Like let's say that you want Chris Jericho to be in a match. That'd be cool. And then you book that segment. Then, you know, he's closer to the world title or whatnot. This could even be a number one contender match. Whatever it is. Book that segment. There you go. One of the cool things that a lot of people don't know is if you right click here, you can actually move or swap these. Swapping is cool. Move here is cool as well. Yeah. There's that. And if you want this to take place on a pre-show, pro-show, whatever it does, you can do. Pre-show will not like really affect your main show overall. It'll just be for the live audience, so that's pretty cool, just to get people on the show. Yeah, so there's that. And then we'll go to Auto Booker, and we'll book the whole show. And we added 15 segments. What's cool about this is it kept everything that we had before, but it added more to it. So I will leave all this. Yeah, I'm going to leave all this and start the show. I want to see what Cody's turn looks like. Oof, 35. Not too good, but that's okay. I think, what did I need? A 60, 50 overall or something? Which is fine. Michael Nakazawa, Wardlow, 43. Ooh, 37. Ooh, 47. Ooh, Angle beating John Silver and Shane McMahon. I want to get to that Cody segment. 58, 47, 47, 58, 61. Hangman Page. Okay. So we could just pretend that Hangman was promoting the main event, saying he's going to win. Neat. Moxley and Darby Allin versus Jimmy Havoc and Sean Spears got a 75. Nice. All right, Cody turns on Brandy before the match. Cody looked good. Brandy Rhodes worked the crowd. Cody benefited from the public support. Road agent notes, Cody to turn. Booking details, dirt sheets. Cool. All right, next segment. No. Turn Cody. Turn heel. So there you go. Cody has now been turned. The turn was successful. Now we go to our next segment, the main event of the evening, which is the Wires match, the Ultimate X match. Cody defeated Hangman Page and Chris Jericho, and Cody retrieved the X. This type of match is not good for the audience. Cody and Arn Anderson are different sides of the fence. So Arn is managing Cody, so that was bad for it. But Arn did some good stuff at ringside. So you just kind of have to figure out, what's good, what's bad, what's not. Finish the show here. Cody debuted a new power spot that showcased his ability well. Psychology helped. So he did a new spot, and that was cool. So we did a 58. I'm not sure what we had to do. We don't have enough storylines because we just started, so we might have to put more storylines or continue doing the storylines. We got popular in 7 regions, but lost in 4 regions, which is okay. Yeah. So there was that. There was that for our show and our booking and all that. And that's kind of the gist of how everything plays out here. I mean, there's more and deeper you can go into. If you look at this, John Moxley says Angelico and Helico can't connect. Arn Anderson says Riho is a good worker. Drug testing, TSN, TNT was unhappy. If you go to your show here, broadcasting, you can see what you're supposed to get on TNT. 61. We obviously didn't do that, so that's not good. On demand and BR Live and pay-per-view, I mean, they have really low expectations for us, which is fine. Yeah, and YouTube and stuff as well. But TNT, they want a 61. Not very good. If you want to go to your negotiate, you could adjust the time slot here. So we are in prime time. If you change it, your match quality is going to go down. But you might not earn as much or do as well and as everything plays out. So that's fine. One thing I do like to look at here, if you go and adjust this, I actually throw a rating center on here. And you can see kind of how you played. So the NBA Finals, Game 3, had 5 million. Stanley Cup had 4 million. NXT had 1 million. Dynamite had 1 million. So NXT won the ratings, and they had a better show rating. They had more viewers and a better show rating. Ring of Honor and Stardom. So there you go. There's how everything played out. We sold out. Let's see what NXT was doing. Damian Priest, Johnny Gargano defeated Breezango. Undisputed Era defeated Kushida and Joaquim Wild. And NBA Game 3. And there you go. Ring of Honor, Vincent Flip Gordon. There you go. So there's a lot to go in here and a lot of things to do when you get into the game. Finance is a great way to look. View your financial estimates, how much your bill is, sponsors income, marketing, miscellaneous production. Just kind of keep up on your money. See how that plays out. And then pre-booking is another thing that's really good. Pre-book a match. So you could literally pre-book, like, let's say, because we wanted Jericho, right? Chris Jericho, John Moxley. You can change all this later, by the way. We'll do the world title. And we will auto-name that. And we will pre-book this for our next upcoming. We're in June. I think Fyter Fest is coming up next. June 4th. Yeah, so Fyter Fest will be coming up next. Then Fight for the Fallen. Then All Out. So Fyter Fest. Pre-book the match. There you go. There it is. Suggest it. Pre-book. Yes. John Moxley. Chris Jericho. Boom. Save. World title. Pre-book. There it is. It is set up for that. So what that means is when you get to the pay-per-view, you can actually throw it on there. And that's pretty cool. If you guys do want to just go ahead and navigate here, this is a nice place to take a look at all the other companies, who's working for the companies, what they got going on there, all that fun stuff. This is another place where you probably want to start, is find some talent that is not being used, can work anywhere, and intention would be to hire. I do like to go through popularity and change it to like 60 or whatever and see what's going on for you to hire. Bill Goldberg, CM Punk, currently unemployed. Try and convince CM Punk. So we go to negotiate. Colt Cabana doesn't like Punk. Fine. These are the contracts, and this is kind of where you figure out what you want. If you want to make sure they only work for you, exclusive written is the way to go. That's what I usually do. Here you have to make sure you pick how long it'll last. So 1 year would be fine. or unlimited appearances. You could do one-offs if you want. This is where you want to do never involved in in-ring work. Be whatever is needed. And then would be available for all shows, whatever. I'll do A shows and TV and B, or A shows and events. That would be like no B shows and no house shows, pretty much. Let's go per show. I'm going to go per month. That's what he wants per month. Let's make him an offer. Wait for Punk to come back, and we can counter offer. We'll see what happens with CM Punk. We'll actually advance ahead and just see what happens with CM Punk and see if he comes back with an answer at all. We did a 1-year deal with CM Punk. We said whatever we need him for, which you kind of got to look out for because I tried to get him, and that didn't work. Delete all. All right, so Punk hasn't said anything. We'll continue to go on next. Yeah, this is end up turning into a longer video. I wasn't expecting it to go this long, but there's a lot that goes into this when it comes into booking. And again, just click around, play around, figure out what you like here. House show held. There's a house show. We got $5,000 for the house show. Cool. We're just waiting to see if Punk comes back with anything. He might decline our offer. He might not. We can see if he wants to work as well. If we could get him to work, that'd be kind of cool. It's all random happenstance here. We didn't get anything for Punk. Takeover Chicago. See what happened at Takeover Chicago. Click on the results here. Adam Cole defeated Finn Balor, Johnny Gargano, Cameron Grimes, the NXT Championship, 80%. Cool. All right, Punk. Are you going to sign with us or not? I need to know. CM Punk has signed for a 1-year deal. I believe, right? Yeah. $41,000. Complete the signing. All right, CM Punk is here. This is the fun part of this program now. This is where you go to your roster. You click on Colt Cabana has morale issues, okay? Colt Cabana is very upset. He's very upset. Why is he upset? Well, that's because we hired CM Punk. So that's okay. Fine. It's whatever it is. CM Punk. Here's the fun part. Let's talk to the worker. And I would like to have him wrestle. Perhaps it's time to come out of retirement for another run. Will he say yes? I'm not so sure, but we'll find out. You've convinced me. I think I'll have another run left in me. So CM Punk is now a worker. He is now a wrestler. There you go. We just got CM Punk, and he is now a wrestler on our roster. I'm going to go to Colt Cabana right now. So if you want to try and make Colt Cabana happy here, basically you would click on wrestler here. Colt Cabana says he's angry at the signing of CM Punk. He's annoyed. You can either give him time off or give him a bonus. Giving people a bonus might help him. So I'm going to give him a $5,000 bonus. See if that improves his attitude. Now he's happy. So I gave him $5,000 even though I got CM Punk. He is still happy there. Save it. Boom. Now we're good on Colt Cabana. So there's a lot. There's a bunch to do. It gets very deep as things go along here. There's more and more and more that you could do here. But I will just leave it at this. This is kind of a beginner's guide for you to figure out what to do here. If you want to go through and click here and check out some other things, I mean, there's a lot you can do here. Colt Cabana hates CM Punk as you would. As you would. There it is. But I will end it here. If you guys do enjoy this, make sure you smash the like button. If I was helpful, let me know in the comment section below. As always, I'm TonyPizzaGuy. We will see you in another video.